Good morning, students. We are going to start today chapter number 2.3, Joint Hindu Family Business. The name of the chapter is Joint Hindu Family Business. First of all, we should know the meaning of what is Joint Hindu Family. First of all, we have to know the meaning of Joint Hindu Family. What is a Joint Hindu Family? According to Hindu law, Joint Hindu family is a group of persons whose ancestors are the same. Means whose grandparents are the same. Ancestors means grandparents are the same. So according to Hindu law, the Joint Hindu family is a group of persons whose ancestors are same. Under it, unmarried daughters and the married wives are also included. The organization of Joint Hindu family is based on two facts. You came to know the meaning of Joint Hindu family. Joint Hindu family is a group of persons whose ancestors are the same. It is based on the two facts. This organization is based on the two facts. First is co-partnery and second is common property. Now what is co-partnery? Co-partnery means a common ownership. Common ownership in the ancestral property. Co-partnery is created by law and not by any contract. According to it, an individual gets a right in the ancestral property immediately after his birth. Means you are a co-partner, a common owner of the ancestral property. This is co-partnery. Second is common property. According to Hindu law, a joint Hindu family gets recognized as undivided Hindu family only when the family possesses a property that is used for the welfare of all the members of the family. There must be a property which is used for the welfare of all the members of the family. So this is Joint Hindu family. According to Hindu law, Joint Hindu family is a group of persons whose ancestors are the same. And under it, unmarried daughters and wives are also included. The organization of Joint Hindu family is based on two facts. You should have two things, co-partnery and common property. Means ownership in common property, and there should be a property which is used for the benefit of the family. There are two schools of Hindu law. Two schools of Hindu law. First is Mitakshara and second is Dayabhag. Mitakshara and Dayabhag. What is Mitakshara? This community is popular in the whole country except Assam, Bengal and some parts of Odisha. This prevails in the whole country except Assam, Bengal and some parts of Odisha. According to this, in this community, the moment a son is born, he gets all the equal rights along with his father. In the ancestral property, when he becomes an adult, he can ask for the division of the family property. Under this, the interest of the members are always uncertain because a change is inevitable with every birth or death in the family. Whenever a son takes birth, he gets all equal rights in the family property, and whenever he will get adult, he can ask for the division of the property also. Second school is Dayabhag. It prevails only that part which was left. It prevails only in Assam, Bengal and some parts of Odisha. Where it is not prevailed, there Dayabhag is prevailed. Under it, a son does not get any right in the property with his birth. Ancestral property remains under the absolute ownership of his father. A son gets his right in the property only after the death of his father. Means Dayabhag says that only after the death of his father, the son gets the right on the property. Whereas Mitakshara says that whenever he will take a birth, he will get all the rights in the property. So these were the two schools of Joint Hindu family. Now we are going to start. What is the meaning of Joint Hindu family business? What is the meaning of Joint Hindu family business? It refers to that business organization under which all the members of Joint Hindu family carry a business under the control of Mukhya or Karta of the family. There is one male member, the head of the family. he is called मुखिया or कर्ता. He is called मुखिया or कर्ता. He controls all the affairs of the family business and rest of the members helps him. It is the business organization under which all members of joint Hindu family carry business, but under the control of Mukhya or Karta. There is one person who control all the affairs of the business, and that person is the eldest male member of the family. Eldest male member of the family, he is called Mukhya or Karta. So what are the features of joint Hindu family business? It operates according to Hindu law. All the decisions are taken according to Hindu law. The joint Hindu family business is directed according to Hindu law. The rights and duties of the members are decided by this law. Second is management by Karta. I told Karta is the eldest male member of the family and he controls all the managerial affairs of the business. The joint Hindu family business is normally managed by a senior member of the family. He is known as Karta or Mukhya. And the other members of the family do not have the right to interfere in the business. This is the biggest drawback. Third one is limited liability. Means under the joint Hindu family business, the responsibility of member is limited only to the extent of their share. The personal properties of the members cannot be taken for the business responsibility. This is also an important fact that joint Hindu family business responsibility of Karta is unlimited. Rest all other members have limited liability, but only Karta is having unlimited liability. Means if the business is earning some losses, he will pay with his personal assets. Rest of the partners' personal assets are safe. They no need to give their personal assets. Permanent existence. Fourth feature is permanent existence. The existence of joint Hindu family business is permanent, like the existence of the company. There is no effect of the death, insolvency or lunacy of any partner. Means if one person dies, suppose the Karta is died, the next eldest male member will be the Karta of the family. Means this family business goes on forever. It exists, permanent existence. It enjoys permanent existence. It will never be closed. Fifth one is membership by birth. A child gets all his rights in the property of Hindu undivided family with his birth. He automatically becomes the member of the business also. Whenever a child take birth, he becomes automatically the member of the business. Sixth is only male members. Only male members can be the co-partners in the joint Hindu family business, but according to Hindu Succession Act 1956, a woman after the death of her husband and in the absence of any male successor can become the co-partner of the family business. Basically, women are not allowed, but in certain cases, if there is no male member left, she can be the co-partner. Registration. There is no need of any registration for joint Hindu family business. There is no need to complete any legal formality. So these were the features of joint Hindu family business. Joint Hindu family business is a business which is carried on by all the members of the joint Hindu family. And its features, it is operated according to Hindu law. Its management by Karta. Limited liability of all the members and unlimited liability of Karta only. Permanent existence. Membership by birth. Only male members and registration. No need of registration. Thank you.